Just to let me know he's on his way. I'm just waiting on a text message.
I reached out to her after our last visit because you were having the issue with that medication. She told me that there was an issue with the brand of insulin.
Yeah, he got it already.
He got it perfect. And then she gave me the direct nurse line to give to you if you had any issues. So I was going to give you that. And then, let me see.
Hold on, I'm waiting on James to text DeAndre, and I'm waiting on these clothes to stop, and then we be ready to get dressed and go. Just wait.
That was the biggest thing is I needed to give you the nurse line, but she told me what was going on with that other medicine. The judge just wants us to do this to monitor, to make sure everything's going okay.
Who needs monitoring? I was in the hospital.
I know.
Who needs monitoring?
I know you were in the hospital.
Because I know y'all pull Sly's medical records, and I know y'all pull my medical records. What monitoring? I can understand if I got hotline by the neighbors because my son knocking at the door barefoot hungry. Or they see my kid out after hours and nobody was letting them in the house. I can understand if, I got hotline by the school or because they seen something, heard something, or he went back and said something. Y'all went back to 2022.
Remember, I didn't do that.
Okay. Well, you're part of the organization that did this. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to build a case. Where there's no case because you cannot say medical neglect if Sly medical records and my medical records show or indicate hospitalization under doctor's care, surgeries after surgeries I've been through.
I know.
Y'all trying to make a case where there is no case when my medical records speak for themselves. And the fact that, like I said, I have only one surviving sister and one nephew. And then one niece that lives in Milwaukee. I'm being pulled in a lot of directions, okay?
I know you are.
But ain't nothing stopped me from being a mother to my children, especially DeAndre. And then the fact that he's 12 and he speaks very good for himself and can tell you anything you wanted to know. Y'all had, 3 days with him away from me to find out anything through DeAndre that he wanted to tell y'all if it was something going on.
And anything. I know you're a good mom. I'm not saying that.
I don't need monitoring. I never asked to be monitored.
I know.
Y'all forcing yourself, and that's why y'all getting that attitude. That's why y'all getting all.
We're doing what the judge is telling us to do.
I don't care about no judge, to be honest with you. Because where was the judge at when I was carrying him 9 months in my stomach? Is the judge his daddy?
Listen, the judge sees
Is the judge the granddaddy?
Listen, the judge sees two different things, and the judge is going to look at it as two choices. He's in the home right now, which is what you want, and we can monitor it.
And because that's where he's supposed to be at.
The other option that the judge will give you is to go back to him not being in the home, and I don't want that to happen.
He could try, but that's why I'm getting a lawyer to fight this. The judge don't get the final say, believe it or not.
I'm just telling you, those are the options, and I want him to be here, and I'm trying to help you keep him
here. And if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing?
Then I will report that you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing, and then I can be gone.
Like I said, at this point, everything I'm supposed to be doing is being done. So the constant threat of taking my son, which you did not just say verbatim, that's what you're doing, but that's what you just said, basically, that, you can go back and report to the judge, or her attitude
I
can have an attitude and still be a mother. I can be mad and still be a mother.
You being mad is not something that I report, but if I can't do what the judge wants me to do, I have to report that.
You can report it. And you can report whatever you want to report. But the point is, they going to go by what the heck I'm doing for him medically.
But I have to.
And medically, his numbers For instance, sugars
I know.
are the best they have been in a long time.
They want me to see that that's happening, and they want me to report that that's happening.
I can report that my doggone self.
I know, but that's why
I'm the
they
one
want me
sitting up
involved.
doing the numbers
I know,
4 times a
I
day.
know.
Are you
I
here
know.
4 times a day?
Lenise, I know.
Watching what
I
he
know.
eat? Are you here taking his sugar? Are you here to wipe away his tears when he sees his other brothers or daddy sitting up eating sweet stuff? Are you here to comfort him? Or am I doing it?
I know, Lenise.
Am I doing it? Who's doing it
You
though?
are doing it, and I understand that.
So what are you doing? So what are you doing for him?
I am doing what the judge is telling me.
But what are you doing?
I am monitoring that everything that he needs is getting done. That's what I'm doing. Because that's what the judge wants me to do.
Okay, what are you monitoring?
I need to see his numbers. I have to make sure he's making it to appointments. That's what they want me to do.
Okay, you can already see him making it to appointments. Now what's your point?
Yeah.
I showed you his numbers, and I still got up-to-date numbers.
Can I see the up-to-date ones?
I have not missed a day. Not missed a day.
Let's see them. See, I don't even remember which. Let me see the
From
last.
start to finish, all the way up until
Let me see.
today.
The last day that I have. Oh my gosh, my phone's
Here you go.
Oh, this is.
You get to monitor, but I get to do all the hard work. Okay, that makes sense to me. And I hope it makes sense to the judge.
Just got lower. I just checked it. It's 136. 136.
And even when y'all took my son from me for those 3 days, he wasn't getting no numbers like that.
And
But I bet you getting them with me.
that's why the judge was okay with him coming home.
Like
because
I said,
there wasn't a change.
No, it wasn't no
And that's
change.
why he was okay.
So why did y'all take him to begin with then? So y'all can get in my house and try to run my life. You know? I see, baby, and that's real good.
What is it at now?
136.
Look at that. That's awesome.
But as far as providing him anything, y'all ain't did nothing for my son. And y'all ain't gonna do anything for my son. So what the judge talking about, what DCFS is talking about, it's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of crap. I'm the one up night and day with him.
I know you
Not
are.
y'all.
Lenise, I know that. I'm just trying to do what I'm told to do. And we talked in our last visit that you were willing to do what needed to be done to make sure he stayed home.
And
you
my,
are.
and
You
the
are.
numbers showing that.
I know, but part of that is letting me come visit.
Are you not standing in my home right now? Or are we sitting in McDonald's parking lot?
I know.
Where we at?
We are in your home.
Thank you.
But I have to still get everything that I need.
And then you talking about you want to involve my almost 24-year-old daughter. You want to involve my 21-year-old son. Anthony's not home. Sly's not here, but Lenise is.
Because they tell me that I have to see everyone in the home. Lenise.
You don't need to see everybody in the home, apparently, because it's about DeAndre. DeAndre's name is the only one on y'all paperwork. Nobody else's name but his mother and father. Not even Anthony is on y'all paperwork.
I am just trying to do it.
And Anthony don't want to have nothing to do with y'all. That's why he walked away the last time.
I know.
And it only made him furious when he came in and you introduced yourself to him. But of course, it was only Niecy, Mom, that even brought him back from the ledge that day. You know, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, the judge can say what he wants, but as long as I know only name on y'all paperwork, on y'all roster to visit is DeAndre, I'm gonna make DeAndre available. I'm not going out my way to tell my son, hey, you can't have a life because DCFS is coming. He ain't here because he out with his friends. I can't make a 21-year-old come home and be involved in a DCFS case that he's not even involved in. What you want me to do? Get in my car, go get a stick? Hey, bring your ass home because DCFS. I've never laid my hands on my child.
Visit sheet? I'm gonna leave.
I never laid my hand on none of my kids, and I'm not gonna start at 21. I called him, and he said, I'm living my life.
I told you this time because it was last minute and we didn't know.
No, I'm saying period, point blank. If he with his girlfriend or he's out for a week, that's what it is for 21-year-olds.
Okay.
He just happened to be disabled and still live within the home. But y'all cannot make a 21-year-old be at home for y'all convenience. You can't make a 24-year-old be involved in something she don't want to be involved in.
I will see you guys next month. Okay. I just want.
Why you not addressing what I'm saying though?
My job.
The age difference.
I know.
And then okay, if that's the case, I should have had to go get Anthony from school because you was coming. Because he's a part of his family, is he not?
I told you because this was last minute. My supervisor said as long as you see DeAndre. However, she said I always need to try and see everyone in the home. If you would like, we can set up a meeting so you can talk to her and she can help address it better.
No.
Because
no.
I'm just doing what I'm told to do.
No. Because this makes no sense. If DeAndre is the one y'all after and trying to take from me, then he's the only one I should have to go out my way to make sure he's available for y'all then.
I will ask her about it. I will talk to her about it. I have to see you twice next month, and then we'll have court. Okay?
And then you can even run my kids' name. They ain't got no criminal history.
I don't think that they do.
They never have.
I know.
They both high school graduates.
I know. I didn't say that they did. I think that they are amazing people. I've loved getting to meet with them and talk with them.
All right. I'm done talking. I'm done.
I'll reach out to you probably next week to set something up, okay?
Yeah.
I'll see y'all later. Have a good day, you guys. Have fun in St. Louis.